Hi, my name is Haedyn, and this is my story of a lifelong learner. Where am I from? So I was raised in Seattle, Washington, which is what I tell people when I want them to be able to easily digest it. I was actually born in Bellevue, Washington, and I was raised in Bothell, Washington, which is a suburb northeast of Seattle, Washington. And I lived there until I was 16, and still lived there when I was 16, but I just moved houses because my family decided that we were going to move to Arizona. And I lived in a rental house for my last 2 years of high school, and then right after I graduated, then my family moved down to Surprise, Arizona. And yeah, so like me and my brother moved out of the only childhood home we ever knew across the country. So that was crazy. But living in Seattle really teaches you to appreciate nature and the seasons and everything that comes with it, as Seattle's one of the most diverse, not Seattle, but Washington is one of the most diverse landscapes in the country. And, you know, there is everything from deserts to snows, capped mountains. Sorry, I almost said snowstorms, which is true, but I meant snow-capped mountains. And there's also rolling hills and there's windstorms and there's heat strokes. So like you really get everything in Seattle, but like there's a lot of rain. It rains for like 10 months of the year, which is highly unfortunate and really sad. And for that reason, um, it really teaches you to appreciate places with good weather like California and Arizona, which is, part of the reason I decided to come down here. So I grew up in the PNW, obviously. Go dogs, also go Wildcats. Don't get it confused. But this is me and my little brother when we were like youths and we were at a UW Husky game. I don't know if it was volleyball or basketball, but it kind of looks like volleyball, but I don't really know. So don't quote me on that. And I just like to, include him in everything I do. So I put him in this. And I did everything like, all my experiences raised me and like everything from going to these basketball games or college games with my family and, working on homework late at night and studying with my friends over Zoom meetings when things were confusing and just trial and error in the classroom. And I was in private school growing up, so I've always had an advanced learning environment around me. And even before that, my nana and papa, like, they raised me and my cousins and my brother to all speak French and English, and we all lost it. But we did start out with that. So we've always had like a high knowledge, especially because my papa, he was a vice principal and my nana was a teacher. So, it runs in the family. And this is me and my brother in Seattle in at Mount Tahoma High School for the state championship in 2022. And you can see it was really raining. So this is like right the like before it started raining, and it's gray everywhere and a little bit depressing, but I just wanted to show like the weather. Like I said, I was raised by my experiences, so I was always very highly academic. I was always highly involved in sports, and because of that, I learned a lot of teamwork. I learned a lot about how to um, grow and mature and have different people around me and be cooperative and all that stuff, which is great. And made me the person I am today, made me the person who is super observant and super helpful and tried to get everybody involved. So where am I now? Clearly I am here at U of A, but I also like just wanted to point out like I always thought in high school and in junior high that like everybody was like in college had their stuff going and like had everything together and like like not that I ever like didn't give them the benefit of the doubt, as like you're still a young adult, you're still trying to figure out life and stuff, and you're obviously not gonna have everything together. But I just felt like mentally they'd have everything together, and so this is just a little comparison of my little self and myself now, and just showing that I was like, babe, everybody doesn't have it together. You just gotta trust yourself and trust the process, and end up wherever you might be. So my career path and my major right now is physiology with the emphasis in extreme and exercise science and minors in business and psychology. I did that because I've always been super interested in psych and I just like love to like learn about people and how why they do things and why they do things and why I do things and all why the world functions. So that's a little bit philosophical, but it's also psychological because it's like scientific and I like science. So like why would I not do that? And but I also chose physiology because I've been hurt a lot of times. And because of that, I always was very invested in how that happened and like all the body's um systems and anatomy and all that stuff, good stuff. And I was always really good at memorizing things. So that helped me. But clearly we have a picture of me with my sprained ankle. And then we have me with my torn ACL, partially torn. And, supporting my teammates as one does. But that's why I got inspired to do that. I learned from everything. These are both pictures of me in COVID when I had to set up my room in a specific way, so I felt like I would actually be productive. I got myself studying on the left. I got myself, working out with my brother and my dad on the right. You can see my dad in the back. My brother is not in this picture, but he was there. And, just staying focused and keeping my head down and learning from everything I do. And then, the reward of being focused and keeping your head down is me getting these 2 degrees. I got one from my local community college because I was in dual enrollment. So I got a associate's degree in integrated studies. And then I also have my high school diploma because I could have graduated high school after my junior year, but I chose not to. So, got to keep my head down and keep pursuing everything I want to pursue. Where do I see myself going? As I haven't mentioned this, but I am on the University of Arizona track team, so I hope that I get to go to Olympics. I hope that I get to be a doctor in the future, do all that fun stuff, keep it together. I'm just really proud of myself for always staying focused, even when I was little, and being competitive and just pushing myself, even when I didn't think I had anything left to give. And, it led me to where I am now, and I get to be at the University of Arizona, and I'm really grateful, and I really hope I can leave a nice, amazing impact on this university and say that I'm an alumni here. And what I want to do after that is I just want to travel the world and meet people and share the love in my heart and learn from other people and share what they taught me to other people and just make everybody feel super included and supported and that they can feel like they can talk to me whenever and all the time. And yeah, that's it. This is Haedyn. Peace and out.